opinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
34-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike, I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Devon Kennard drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Room here to run. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's going to fire one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now down around his goal line. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that one results in 35 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
5-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Eluded, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jared Davis in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
For the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
16.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson, flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up into the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants.
New York.
Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And a short gain here down to the 22.
The ball carrier.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Shifts free at the 15. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
At the 7.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now an even 30.
Good. Mix the score, Giants 30. Jaguars nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Kick is good.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line. Today's final.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.